All right, everyone. So, where we last left off, the party had, I guess, overall context, the party had finally set off on the conquest to officially stop Hadrian from completing the ritual that she was working on to essentially replace Grand Priestess Phrygia as the Chosen of the North of Oral, and reclaim a living body by finding a suitable host, which happened to be Zienna, the middle sister of the Snow Elf sisters, those being Atina, Zienna, and Maitra. All three of them were at some point a member of the Church of Oral based out of Targos. Some still are, some are not. But the party had made their way through the ziggurat, splitting into two groups, and half of them went to distract Hadrian, the other half went to slay the final simulacrum that had kept her bound and resistant to being purged, while also destroying the arcane conduit that gave her an immense amount of power that was being gathered from across 10 towns. The party was successful in their quest, though at the cost of one of their party members, Ono, who initially was thought to have sacrificed himself to, with a surge of arcane power from the conduit, send the remaining party members to help the others in the slaying of Hadrian. Hadrian, with no defenses, was able to be purged from the hammer in a fantastic duel of silvery barbs, and was a spirit, a ghost, I should say, because spirits are different. Was ejected from the body, and then Ibrin was able to successfully finish off the spirit, eliminating Hadrian from the world as you know it, leaving no trace of her behind. The party, the Snow Elf sisters are recollected. Bictune, with his purpose now complete, his clan now avenged, gave Athros his bracer and the deck, and I think that was it, because he really didn't have any more magic items after the rest of them got evaporated. And proceeded to return to the ship while the party, gathering their thoughts, talking about what happened, collected the loot that was within the vault in the back room, which included a book of conjuring allies. It included a potion to help boost someone's strength at some point. It included a greatsword known as Oral's Bane that was hidden and invisible. It included a sending stone that communicated with the Church of Oral, or can communicate with the Church of Oral. And it included a tome that enhanced some of Ibrin's abilities, seemingly left by his mother or created by his mother. The party returned to Sharaha, the living airship, where they reconvened with Bictune after ignoring Valine. Every single party member ignoring Valine. As they went inside. Hold on, I'm missing something. Bictune kind of proceeded to drink himself into a stupor, grabbing one of the barrels from the basement, and just kind of dissociating, his not sure what to do with himself anymore. While the rest of the party members kind of settled in after a long and eventful day. They all came down to they all settled into a location to take a rest. Most people returning to a resident room of some sort. Those being usually Athros and Bictune together, Miris and Ibrin together, and then Irini and insert empty spot here, so I guess Spit usually would reside in the last chamber. You're not sure what they ended up doing, as many of you went to bed, and you all had a vision of essentially the aftermath of the battle, where a black-haired, black-robed, black-horned tiefling came up to Ono, his body in the rubble, and resurrected him, bringing him back to life, and pulled him out of the stone, ripping his arm off of its socket upon doing so, and explained that there are grander plans for him right now, dying here. Like, he'll wish he would have died here, and then took him and teleported away, leaving nothing more than a sigil on the ground and like the remnants of a teleportation circle that you had seen when you were investigating him before, finding his arm, finding the Pezra puzzle box as you did so. And I believe that's kind of where we left off. We left off with the party taking a rest. You all gained your level, and yeah, so it would be Miris, Irini, the Snow Elf Sisters, Valine, Aethros, and Spit, and Big Toon did go to sleep with all of you. The last you knew, or no, he was in the ship. What would the party? I guess before officially sleeping, was there anything that the party wanted to do that they might have forgotten last time?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So the party, taking a long rest, would awaken. Many of you in various spots. I know Irini and Matra and Spit would have fallen asleep playing cards after drinking a decent portion of the barrel as it's made its way out to the main area. Ibrin and Miris, the two of you would awake from within your chamber, it being later in the evening now. And Aethros, as you awaken, you take a moment to look around, and you do not see Big Toon within the vessel.
Yeah, wake up, don't see him in his bed, think about how Ono's gone, won't go back to sleep. Don't want to deal with this right now.
All right.
Do you?
I would say make a. I mean, provided Aethros is even willing to do so, I would give you the opportunity to make a perception check.
I mean, I would have made it obvious enough.
You do see that there is there's something sitting on Big Toon's bed that was not there before, because obviously his body was in fact there at some point.
Do you have it, Dakota, or you just want me to send it?
I have it from the. I mean, unless you've changed it since you sent it to me before.
I was just gonna copy paste it.
If
Was
you
it
want
like
to do
a piece of paper that's on his bed, or is this?
You see that there's some form of.
bear?
You see that there seems to be a note, on his bed.
Yep. And you can.
I reach over, grab it.
If you want to send it, you can, Big Toon. That's fine. Or Nick,
Sure.
I should say.
Sure. Eltona, where'd it go?
I'll make it into a physical thing. I realize I didn't do that yet.
He's typing. And while Aethros can read, he's a very slow reader. This might take him a while, if it's a long note.
Fucking Christ. Oh my god, I'm struggling right now. There we go.
Or, with the mood of Aethros is in right now, would he even read it in the current moment?
No,
I mean,
he's reading it.
It's entirely up to
very
him,
slow.
so.
Yeah, it's like.
Technically, he does not have to read it
every
aloud to
3
the party.
seconds. Yeah.
Don't worry, Ben. I used our friend, Gemini.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. It definitely reads that way.
I did have to make some edits to it because it was completely gobbledygook before.
He just starts crying out loud, just wham, like a baby.
I also added it for you, Ben, under scripts and papers.
Did you like
in case you wanted to
Did you like the sign off?
Oh yeah.
That was verbatim too, by the way. Like I did not. That is exactly what the note said.
That is great. Alright, yeah. I'm just bawling away. I'm sure a lot of other people on the ship can hear me at this point.
Ebron, you would hear the sounds of a weeping Athros from across the hall.
I'd kind of just roll over and then be like, alright, I guess we're going to deal with this mess. Get up. Slowly walk over, knock on Athros' door. What's going on?
Go away!
Okay.
Wait, no, don't actually go away. He's gone. And it's all your fault.
I mean, yeah, I got the final stab.
Wait, you were the one that stabbed Ono to kill him?
Oh, well, I thought we were talking. No, you know what? Never mind. Wait, did you ever dream about Ono getting kidnapped? Or body
yeah.
snatched?
I had a dream that you were a jerk and left him behind, and not a good family member. And then, yeah, he got resurrected and kidnapped, and now
I
he's
did the
being
best
tortured,
of
and
my
all because
ability.
of you.
I did
Well,
the best of my ability with a very high investigation, but apparently
best
not
is
high
pathetic.
enough. Well, you know what? I don't see you doing it.
Well, no one on my side of the party got killed, so.
I mean,
Fact.
he's not dead. He's just not here.
He was dead. And
Was
then you
he,
left him
though?
behind. You left him.
Well, we didn't really have an option. It was
mean-
either he uses his ability and we help you guys, or you guys die, and all of this shit was for
We had our
nothing.
side under control. I don't know what you have in your head, but we were fine. We were just waiting for you guys.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh. This is all your fault. And I'm blaming everything on you.
You would hear the sounds of Arini. Are we really blaming each other right now?
Yes.
Is this really the best time for this?
No. But it is.
Arini's gonna slap you.
Okay, I take, like a couple points of damage?
Nah, just a nice red face.
FHB, or, non-lethal? Yeah. I'm shooketh.
I think
And now Big Dude's
infighting
gone.
isn't exactly the best move. Just
Oh.
saying. My head. And she realizes that she definitely was drinking a lot as she got back to the ship. She would look to the two of you. So now the question becomes, what are we going to do now? It's not fight about what happened. We know what happened. I had the dream too. But what are we going to do about it?
Well, we're gonna get him back, first and foremost. And then we're gonna get Big Dude back. We don't leave anyone behind.
Except Ebron. Boom! Heyo!
I mean, were you ever with us to begin with? So can we really leave someone behind that wasn't, part of the group? Yeah.
Arita's gonna slap both of you this time.
Yeah,
Stop
I'm
picking on
using
each other.
I'm using Uncanny Dodge.
I will pull your
yeah,
ears
dodge.
if I have to.
Oh,
That-
what?
is
I
that-
have a morbid sense of humor. I can bring people back from the dead. It's okay.
Is that racist? Pulling an elf's ears? I feel like that's not acceptable.
I mean, yeah, they're already long and pointy enough. You don't want to make them any longer. They look even more ugly.
I mean, you're not
I mean,
wrong.
look at this hideous monster.
Athros, that's a mirror, bud. You're looking at yourself.
I mean, I don't have pointy ears.
Don't you though?
Do I have myself? Do I have disguise self as a spell? Oh, yeah.
Well, besides us shit talking each other, we need to figure out obviously what we're doing with Valine.
I mean,
I wouldn't be opposed of, getting her to her location to figure out what she's doing, but then also having a cannon aimed at her at all times to blow the living shit out of her up.
How are we going to get her there if she's dangling in front of the ship?
We
I
move
mean,
the ship to that location. I mean, I know we lost our captain with Ono, but we should still be able to figure it out somehow, right?
I would imagine so, if I had to guess. Couldn't have been
Or
that hard to use. Irini would chime in.
oh yeah, I'm sure I could do it, no problem.
if not, the giant mess that Ono and Aethros got us in with this Child of the Red Sun, could probably only get better.
Oh, yeah, now that Ono is no longer here, does that mean he can't change the contract? And only I can? That gives me more power over the kid.
Or it gives
Not
you
taking
less.
advantage of it.
I'm gonna say Aethros, make a insight check.
A big +8 to this roll.
Oh my god. The contract that Ono had written with the two of you, you do recall that it was until their death, which means that right now you are the sole controller of the contract that is made with the Child of the Red Sun. It did not say anything about resurrection, it simply said until death. So there was no clause for that particular in case of moment. Problem that we have with the Child of the Red Sun, if you all remember, the Child of the Red Sun was temporarily displaced, and Irini would tap herself by the Nameless before we all left Brinchander. So they're currently not with us. I mean, I'm sure they're somewhere.
Oh yeah, he'll come back eventually. He's an annoying little kid. They always come back, even when you try and get rid of them.
Is that personal experience?
No, I was a great child. My parents definitely didn't try and get rid of me because I was a problem. Let's talk about something else now.
Yeah, at this point, Spit and Matra and Ziena and Valine, you would start hearing movement coming from the lower deck of the ship where they've kind of set up their own base camp, I guess, since there's really not a lot of room on the main deck and the top deck is freezing. So you would start hearing movement from the other members within the vessel, extra guests.
Well, I guess first things first, we should probably figure out where the hell these ladies want to go to and drop them off so they can hit the dusty trail. Now that they're all together, I don't really think they want to be traveling anymore.
I don't think they want to be traveling with you, seeing as how you tried to murder almost all of them at some point.
Well, I did not do that to Deanna. Matra tried being her sister after she transformed and nearly killed me after you guys tried making us sleep in the same room, so that's as much as my fault as it is yours, but
Oh, it still don't like you.
That's fine.
Irini would say, "Hey, Matra and Ibrin, they made up. She wasn't angry with him anymore because he saved her life. You just remember that, Mr. Healy boy over there," and she would point at you. At about this point, I would say, Atina, you would hear footsteps coming from the top deck, coming down. You would hear the clank of the wood and the creaking as she comes over close to the party. "Oh, good, you're awake. I wasn't sure when the party was going to wake up after that one."
I want to hold you praises right now. Someone's being a little sassy this morning. gesture towards Aethros.
Oh, one of our family members died, and another one left. So I'm a
He
little
ain't
emotional.
dead.
He died, and he got resurrected, but he died.
So that makes him alive.
Yeah, but he still died at some point. Past tense. I'm not saying he's dead. He died.
Okay, we pretty much almost everybody in this party has been dead almost at one point.
It's fine.
Atina would look to all of you. I did see what happened to your friend. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear about his initial loss, as I said earlier today, since it's still the same day. But something that you all should, well, and she would like look around to see if Valen's with the party. She's not currently up here, but you can still hear like people talking downstairs. The sound of Valen's old voice and the sound of Zienna conversing about something. Valen did try to talk to all of you earlier about what she had seen and what I guess happened. She witnessed the tiefling try to enter the ziggurat, fired a single cannonball from the cannon, and it did not do what its intended purpose was, and the tiefling kept moving inside. She was trying to give you a heads up, but I wouldn't call it her fault. There's more at play here.
No, it's her fault. Ebron, I forgive you. Let's go kill Valen.
What tiefling?
The one that brought Ono back?
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought she was referring to Miris. I'm like, he's still in the bed sleeping.
Yeah.
You hear the sounds of snoring.
I don't know. Well, I was gonna say I don't know how he's so tuckered out, but after what happened to him, yeah, he might need an extra. He might need an extra rest.
He had a long day.
Yeah.
Long day of HP drain, MBD. I do worry about what this omen is, this person appearing here in the north, but I feel that there's more important things for you to worry about. If they haven't made a move yet, I realize they've started making a move by taking Ono, seized an opportunity, but if this is the first we're seeing of them, maybe they're still setting up their play. I personally feel she would like look to like Ebron and Aethros specifically here. I do personally feel that it is of utmost importance that at the very least I return to the church with Phrygius no longer in play here. The stabilizing magic that's keeping the north from completely freezing over will be wearing off within the next few days. Most of her magic that she had was poured into keeping that spell stable, and that's why Hadrian was able to get the upper hand without being the chosen. But that magic will eventually wear off, so while I do feel powers of Phrygius and even the remnants of what Hadrian had flowing within my veins, I need to return to that post until the everlasting rime of the north is dealt with. I'm not saying you all have to take me there. I've talked to my sisters, and we can set out on our own. We can depart, though it would be easier for us to depart from a nearby city, such as, and she would like kind of like look for a map in town, like somewhere in here, and not really see one easily visible. The town of Lonelywood or Termalaine, if you have the ability to take us there, I can we can depart and go our own ways then.
I'm gonna gesture towards Aethros. Was she eavesdropping on our conversation?
I don't know. I don't know people that can like read people's minds here and talk to people's minds. It's just I assume everyone knows everything at all times. There's no privacy on this shit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We were literally discussing that about 30 seconds before you walked in, because don't want to assume, but didn't really foresee any of you staying with the party. We kind of already knew this was temporary. I would kind of pat my hands together and be like, I don't remember where the hell we are right now, besides on this ship. But if one of us can get this thing to fly or move, I imagine drop you off wherever you guys need and
Yeah.
just go from there. No reason to save all three of you and
Again.
leave you in the dust.
All right. Yeah, I can fly the ship there, and then I'll just start walking off to the captain's quarters, where the steering wheel is. How hard can this be?
As you walk into the captain's quarters, you see no steering wheel, just a large helm with roots that seem to lead somewhere deeper into the ship. You would see the draconic heart beating away inside a wooden container of some sort. That seems to be powering the ship to at least be able to move.
Yeah, that's right. It's like mind or like root things control it.
Ebrin did not follow Aethros.
Fair.
Just pointing that out.
Right. Just.
So it's.
Yeah.
I imagine it's just Aethros in the ship's.
Yeah, I'm just like
quarters
looking
by
around,
himself.
be like, yeah. I know how to use this thing. Yeah, I'll put on the helm.
Okay. I want you, if you put on the helm, to make an Arcana check for me.
All right. And can I give myself guidance?
I would allow it.
I got this. Ooh, I got this. 17.
Okay. As you put on the helm, you feel it kind of almost as if the helm is like asking for an exchange, pour magic into the helm itself, and it will like give you control over the ship, and you begin to just a little bit pouring some of your magic into the helm itself, and as you do so, you feel your vision pulled out of your like physical body, and you see like everything around you. You guys are currently like you see out as if you're looking through like the hull of the ship itself. You would see pretty much as far as you not humanly. Gosh, none of you are freaking human. You would see out upwards with the wind dying down a little bit, probably out to almost a mile. And when like where there's no trees, otherwise you would see like into the forest that surrounds you. The ziggurat being right on the edge of a forested area north of Lonelywood and Termalaine. You would see like while not directly like each individual person from within the ship, you would feel everyone's presence and be able to distinguish people moving around the ship, like their presence, their arcane signature, and you feel that you could talk to any of them like through their mind, so long as you wear the helm.
Okay. And are all the people that I sent on the ship the people that I know, or are there any like secret throwaways on the ship?
So far it seems with this presence, it seems that it is only the party members that you feel that, and like your current extra guests. So like the Snow Elf sisters, Valine.
Oh yeah.
And then you would feel Spit too, who's now like roaming the different quarters of the ship.
So yeah, I guess if I can't see like where the cities are, I'm just like, well, I don't know what way to go, so I'm just gonna move forward or try to move forward.
All right, you.
He
Oh, sorry, I interrupted you.
no go ahead.
As you basically give the command in your mind, you command the ship to move. You feel everybody in the ship, including like your body still feels the things that are moving, so long as you're standing. But you feel a nudge as the ship begins to slowly move and pick up speed, moving northward as you will begin to move past the ziggurat. Yeah, heading north.
Okay, so telepathically, I want to reach out to everyone and be like, is this the right way? Do we know what we need to go to Termalaine?
Yeah, fun fact, I just realized, Bigtoon has the map of the Icewind Dales. the one and only map that we ever had.
10 out of 10. Too late now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
The sisters would know, right? They.
You said you called out to
You would
everybody
know.
telepathically?
Yeah.
Or, okay. You would feel a response back from Atina. Exact opposite direction, actually. Termalaine
Yes,
and
I
Vilniwood are a bit more south.
I knew that. I was just testing you all to see who knew where we were, and you passed. Congratulations. And I start turning the ship.
As the ship begins to turn, everyone, you would feel the ship begin to sway it would sway in one direction as the ship makes a hard turn in the snow, and gradually over the next minute or so would begin making its way south.
So while Aether does that, Ebron would, before he completely like leaves the area, would walk back in. At Tina, real quick. So we all left together. And Valine then said later on to you that she saw somebody else enter and leave with Ono. Am I understanding that correctly?
Well, she tried telling all of you, and none of you listened.
Well, she asked what happened in there.
She was going to lead into that with conversation, but the party chose to ignore her. The information she gave me was that the tiefling entered the ziggurat, but said nothing about them leaving. And based off of the visions you had received and the images I had seen, as I can now see everything that Orwell's snow touches, they did not leave on foot out of the ziggurat. In fact, I can't feel their presence right now at all.
Probably with like the most murderous look in my face, Ebron would walk out of the room. And I am going to look for Valine.
Okay. Miris is still gonna snooze. Aethros is preoccupied by flying the vessel. We will continue with Ebron then. As Ebron, you go and you venture down to the storage area of the bottom story of the Shiraha living airship, and you would see Valine and Ziena having conversation. And you would just like walk in, like they're like mid conversation about something, and Valine and Ziena would both see you appear, and I guess turn to face you. Valine with an inquisitive look, as I'm sure you're staring her daggers. So
I'm trying to find my notes. 1 second.
One Mississippi.
I take such horrible notes.
better notes than I take, I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
Well, the funniest part is like the last half of my notes is just the shenanigans from the deck, so it's like trying to sift through that.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
that's
how
what's
that.
great taking no notes. You can just assume whatever you want.
So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna kind of make my presence known, and I would like to do an insight check immediately on Valine.
Discerning for what?
If I were to fight her alone, what are my chances of winning? Apparently, I'm still tired.
Or you're gonna get the wrong read. Or
One of the two.
You
yeah.
walking up to her, in her presence, you begin to kind of just gauge, like, the might physically and like what you've seen her do magically so far. You feel that you might be able to take her in a fight, based off of what you see right now.
That's with a 4, though, mind you. Oh, sorry, an 8. My bad.
8, yeah.
I saw the 4 on the screen. I didn't look at the actual thing.
Yeah.
What would I need to roll to see what she has on her person?
I would say a perception check.
Roll for a Bethesda game pickpocket.
Yeah.
Just crouch next to her.
I think the game's trying to tell me something.
Yeah.
Probably. You see that she has her staff that she's kind of been carrying around this whole time, helping her walk, and also she's used it in battle a few times. You can tell that's about it. Otherwise, she seems like she doesn't really seem to be carrying much that you can visibly see. You know she has her pouch that somehow can link to her bank account of sorts, but you don't know much else about what she keeps on her person.
Well, I would gesture towards the sister with obviously a different face and be like, so your other sister, Tina, we kind of already knew that you three would not be staying with us, which is your prerogative. I think Athros is trying to direct us towards either Termalaine or a bigger city. If there's somewhere else you want to go, I guess let us know. But I know you were kind of traveling in the woods with your pack or group friend. Don't really. I'm lost for what the word is called. Feel free to chirp in there. But yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad she spoke to you. Ziena would say, kind of doing like a stretch in place, just stretching out her arms. I'm gonna provide them with Atina and Matra. I'm gonna provide them with an escort back to Targos. I just want to make sure they make it back safe. I'm not exactly welcome at the church, so I don't really intend on overstaying a welcome. And the snowy wilds are where I feel most at home. But at the very least, I'm going to help them get there, so that way I know that they're safe. Whatever happens after, happens after. I'm sure things will return to kind of how they were, as best they can, with Atina taking up the new mantle of Phrygius and Matra being a member of the church. Maybe I'm not sure. She wasn't very clear, but we'll all be traveling together.
If you want to tell Athros you guys need to go to Targos, we could go to Targos, because Atina told us Termalaine, so now we're playing the game of he said, she said type thing.
Well, we figured you all probably wouldn't want to take us all the way back to Targos, so we agreed that a nearby town would be sufficient, whether it was Lonelywood or Termalaine. I can take them back on foot. It's nothing for me to traverse the wilds. If you want to take us all the way to Targos, I'm sure we won't complain about that. Although, you might want to make sure that your party's all... Well, the Broken are all okay with that first. And Valine would chime in, there is also the matter of, in order for us to continue our pursuit to find Ithrin buried within the Rega Glacier, the farther we go, the more time we spend. Though a resupply wouldn't hurt, I suppose.
Yeah. As far as resupply, we don't have a fucking map now, apparently. So going to a bigger city like Targos would probably actually do us better before we go find your comrade, I guess. So I can go tell Athros that we're gonna go to Targos. And I'm trying to remember where the fuck our polar bears are too. That's a different story, I guess. Could I talk to her just for a moment?
Aethros, I should specify, you can hear everything going on in the ship as well. So you can hear this conversation. You would be the only one.
Okay. Aethros is actually kind of distracted right now, just thinking of how much he misses Big Tune.
Okay.
And is thinking of a letter that he wants to write to Big Tune.
Zienna would look to you, Ibrin. I can give you a moment. I'm gonna go see how Maetra's doing. Last I checked, her and Arini got into a strange game of cards and shit got wild, apparently. I didn't know her for a drinker, but apparently I don't know my sister as well as I used to. Though I suppose that makes sense. And she would, like, take off and then walk up the stairs out of the room.
As she's walking out, I'd be like, well, maybe it's time to let things live in the past and reconnect. She does care about you.
And she would just, like, give you a nod. You're probably right. Suppose it's time to live and let die. And then she would walk up the stairs. And what did you need, Ibrin? Valine would look to you once Zienna's foot like disappears at the top of the stairwell.
Oh boy. I know we are contracted to you to help you out, but considering you see all of us go into somewhere and you stay behind and all of us come out and then apparently see somebody go in after we go out, I get that we're distraught and don't say anything to you, and you can clearly see we're missing one person, so maybe you might want to mention, like, hey, there's somebody that went in after you guys. I'm curious where the lapse of thought and judgment is on letting everybody else know, like, hey, we fired a cannonball because, somebody walked in after you, a little tiefling guy.
It was a girl. Thank you. And
I could give a shit about who it was.
You complained to me about my lapse in judgment. But maybe instead of brushing off someone who had information and proceeding to ignore them for the time period that you were within the ship before falling asleep, you pay them some mind. I see this as a two-way transaction, Ibrin. So where's your validation?
Well, as of right now, I see it's our ship. We could give you the money back, and
could you,
Mr. 247 could be by himself.
Could you give me the money back? Because I don't believe that is something you can do within your power right now. In fact, I feel like right now you owe me a debt should you decide to unbind yourself from this contract. Do you have any idea what happens to those who owe the Arcane Brotherhood debts?
As far as I'm concerned, I could give two shits. And as far as cash goes, Ibram would pull out his money. I've got every dime you gave us still.
You have every dime I gave you. But what about the rest of your party?
That's up to them.
Agreed.
I'm just saying for me.
So you could remove yourself from the deal, but how does that help your party? And especially with
Well, as
Ono
you see,
being gone, who also had a share of the funds, how does that help me get my money back?
that seems like a you issue, doesn't it?
Again,
Number
I reiterate,
283.
you do not want to make an enemy of the Arcane Brotherhood. So choose your words wisely, young elf.
I mean, technically I'm older than you, but okay. Well, this was about as informational as I thought this would be. So I'm going to go find Athros, and we're going to head over to Targos to drop the ladies off. And I would turn around and leave.
As you're beginning to walk away, you would feel... make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check, Ibram. First off, I love that Athros' name is now Captain Athros. 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah. Definitely hasn't gone to his head. Doesn't have a big ego at all.
Ibram, you feel a chill run down your spine. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's ability check. How do we do this again?
The saving throws are slightly down over to the right on that same page.
Oh, duh. Open your eyes.
Ibram, as you're beginning to walk away, you feel your body tense up. Your body cannot move. You are paralyzed in place.
Can I still see her?
No, because you're turned around. She's behind you right now. As you you would hear the sound of her footsteps approach you. So the conversation doesn't go your way. And instead of trying to validate things in a manner that truly makes sense, you cower and you run away. What else would I expect of you, Ibram? When faced with an overwhelming threat, you turn tail and run. Or, alternatively, you complain the entire time that this is something you have to handle. She would come and stand in front of you at this point. If you're going to back out of my deal, everybody in your party owes me the funds, or you will have officially made an enemy of the Arcane Brotherhood, and there is not just me here in the north, rest assured. And she would release the tension from your body, allowing you to move once again.
Before she does that, I would have expended one of my psionic dies to appear in her head. And clarify, 1, I wasn't walking or running away, as you so eloquently said. 2, I was walking because I was done with the conversation. So I would just kind of scoff and continue on my way to go find Athros.
Good luck, young elf. You'll need it. And she doesn't follow you.
Again, in her head, I'd say I am older than you.
Not an
then
experience.
And then if I could like somehow psionically slam the door in her head, I want to do that too. Fucking done.
Make a performance check. I don't fucking know. That's new. Somehow, you're unsure how, but in your mind, you hear the sound, and she would hear the sound of a mental door slamming, and I assume the connection breaks.
Yeah.
What is it, like
Abram was
like the old aim, like like somebody logging off?
pretty much. Just, I'm fucking done with this. Slam. You'd see Ebron kind of a little hopping and stuff. Like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Where's Athros?
In the captain's quarters.
Athros!
Yeah.
I assume you heard all of that. I probably don't have to scream either. I assume you heard all of that, right?
I heard all of it. I didn't listen to it, if that makes sense.
Well, basically, this two-way street that we're on, since we ignored her, she thought it would be relevant to ignore the fact that she saw somebody basically body snatch. Oh no.
And that we don't want to make enemies with the Arcane Brotherhood. Brother.
Yeah. I don't know. I miss Big Toon. He's just really mopey right now. He's not
Well,
gonna be of any help.
I miss Big Toon too, but Valine just admitted she let Ono get body snatched.
I mean,
she didn't admit that she let him get body snatched. She
she's an old
admitted that she
woman. How
didn't
much
tell
could
you
she
that
do?
that the tiefling walked inside.
It's like, do
That's
you like every person
information
you
we
see,
could
do
have
you just
known.
assume they're gonna be bad?
Do
Like,
I what
she
now?
just saw someone walk in a temple. Like, that doesn't mean they're bad. She didn't know what they were gonna do. She could have helped us for all she knew.
Considering just what went on right there, she still should have let us know.
I mean, she only found out that Ono died after we told her.
I mean,
After
yeah,
we got
so
back
y'all,
to it,
y'all truly disrespected the shit out of her. So
Yeah.
Hey, you're a part of it too. You did the same shit.
I mean, okay. I was gone before any of that
Yeah.
could have happened. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, regardless, let's go to Termalaine, drop off Ice Sisters, go take her to the prison, see what she does. Maybe murder her on the way there. I don't know.
I like that option.
But then telepathically, I want to reach out to Spit. Hey, Spit, you want to help us murder someone?
You reach into Spit's head and Spit starts freaking the fuck out. Like looking around, he hears you, but he does not know where it's coming from. And he's just like wondering where the fuck you are because you're not anywhere near. He's like up by the cannon, and you're just like in his head.
You know, being the captain now, I have special powers. Don't be frightened, little one.
Okay.
But yeah, you're up for murdering people, right? We need to, which we definitely might need to.
Gotta tell him it's for family.
Classic
It's
Vin
for
Diesel
family,
maneuver.
and not just any family. It's for Ono.
Exactly.
And it's not so much as murder as avenging his death.
Ooh.
It's justified.
Spit. He doesn't know how to answer that question.
Are you a part of the family or not, Spit?
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Family.
Yeah. Yep. And when the family asks, will you do what the family asks of you? Will you do it without question?
Can Spit ask question later?
Spit. Or you can ask a question afterwards. You get one.
Okay. One question.
Alright, sounds good.
Spit has one question.
I mean, you get one question after the murder, Spit.
One question after murder.
Yeah.
For family.
Correct.
Okay.
Alright, that's a good
Spit
one.
like family.
Yeah. And family loves Spit.
And you just hear him like a couple more times, be like,
Spit
Spit like family. Just like nodding, like unsure why he's grinning, but also like his little like sharp teeth kind of just shine through.
All right, so I reach back out to you. Don't worry, spit in. He'll do whatever we ask of him.
Fuck yeah!
So I guess do we need to talk to Arini about this? I mean, I'm guessing if we're gonna go for this whole murder strategy, we need as much help as we can.
I imagine once you say Valine did it or contributed to it, I guess she'll be in. It's Arini. She's probably in already.
Yeah, it's just I feel like she's smarter than us, and she might question things.
I mean,
And
well,
she's
you
not
guys.
as murderous. No.
I mean,
Like, if I asked you to murder someone, you wouldn't question it at all. You'd be like, okay, already did it.
Well, that's not 100%. I would want a little information. Like, one, did they deserve it? And two, where do you want it done?
Wherever, as soon as possible.
And what do I get out of it?
Vengeance.
The
thrill of the kill.
That's a win-win-win for me in my book. It's fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, Arini's not going to be that hard to persuade.
Yeah, no.
I mean, hey,
okay, so
Odo's in
drop
trouble.
off the sisters.
She
and then on our way to the prison, we'll
body snatch. She said she also wants to eat our polar bears. You know, maybe just sprinkle the last one.
Oh, yeah. We'll make up some lies. Or some alternate facts. They're not lies.
There you go. It's not necessarily lying. It's extending the truth.
Yeah. It's just the truth from a different perspective.
100%!
Yeah. Alright, glad to see we're on the same page.
Athros, you may not like to admit it, bud, but we're usually on the same page.
I mean,
I like the banter that we have back and forth, but...
I mean, we both like killing stuff. It's just, I don't like it when our family members die, and... I mean...
No, and it's the fact that she didn't say anything. I get that we were kind of disrespectful, but we also lost. Oh no! Hey, I don't know who's butting in on this conversation in my head with Athros here, but this is a one-way, two-way direction. You can see your way out of here. God.
Is that the airship talking?
I fucking hope not.
A living airship.
What if it's a child of the Red Sun again? Ooh, wait.
Oh!
What if we get that bitch to kill her? And everybody in this, the blood pack motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah, he'd love that, I feel like.
I mean, that. Oof.
Yeah.
Murder Arc 2.0. Here we go.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
Good.
Murder, hobo, murder, hobo.
Alright, so do I need to change my alignment to chaotic evil?
You can just
I think we're fine for now.
Yeah.
Let's at least get to
we
Targos.
haven't done anything yet. We just
There's some stuff we need.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, yes, I don't know if we want to like fast forward till we get to Termalaine.
Targos.
No, we're gonna drop them off at Termalaine. They can walk the rest of the way to Targos.
No, we can go to Targos. We need a map, dude.
Yeah, we can get one in Termalaine.
Yeah, but Targos has bigger and better stuff.
We just need a map.
Yeah, but we gotta technically go through Targos to get to where we need to go anyway. So it's already on the way. Yeah. If I remember right, Targos, and then we gotta go to Bryn Shander and into the Care Dinavals and all that shit. So it's on the way.
I guess I have no idea where we're actually going. So yeah, let's go to
Targos.
How about you ask Valine where we actually need to go? Because I mean,
she just temporarily paralyzed me and made me a statue, so I don't really want to go next to her, because if I go next to her, I'm probably going to end up trying to stab her.
Well, if you stab her, make sure you kill her.
What room does she sleep in?
What room is she in right now? I'm asking the ship.
You find her
But she's in the lower level.
in the lower levels. That's
Yeah.
right.
Uh-huh. Like,
Huh.
food? Oh, here's a great idea. We do go to Targos. We get a bunch of poison. We throw it down there, lock her in. Bada bing, bada boom. Eat that.
I was thinking, how badly do we want the ship? We still have 2 polar bears and a lightning tank
Yeah,
somewhere.
it's a airship.
True.
Also, how mad is Ono gonna be when we tell him, oh yeah, we just left the airship after you were killed?
I was more or less thinking about like some form of like a sleeping powder, and she gets knocked out for like an hour. Then we load it up with all the rest of the cannonballs, fly it out in the middle of nowhere. Very long line of fire goes to it and blows the ship up.
Yeah, we could do that.
See,
So
and we
where are
can
we
find
going?
that stuff at Targos.
I guess start by going to Termalaine, because that's on the way to Targos.
Okay, so the Captain Athros is going to guide the ship to Termalaine with some of the guidance of Atina.
Uh-huh. And then I do want to reach out with like ship's telepathic connection to Valine and be like, so just remind me again, where do we need to go? Where's that prison?
Revel's End, at the very top of the world. It'll be a couple
north?
days' journey, even with this ship.
North, right? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I reached back out to Erin, like, yeah, you were totally wrong, dude. You want to go
Oh,
north?
you know what I was thinking? The rogue nuts and his sons are over there. Because remember,
Oh,
his shadow appeared and killed or stabbed Kanit and fucked
yeah,
up his
but didn't you
arm.
guys kill him in the ziggurat?
No, that was Sefik.
Oh. We'll deal with Thorognia later. Yeah, so we're at Termalaine. Drop the
Okay.
sisters off. And
This is-
then go to like a general store to try and buy a map of Icewind Dales.
Okay, let me just flip open the Termalaine here. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So you would yeah, so you go to Termalaine and you would walk into a place known as fuck. What was the shop that you guys freaking went to that time? This was pre
It's
me
known as
taking notes. Because this was session 0/1, I think. When you guys got the band together
Yeah.
the first time. Whatever.
We could make something up and
I'm
we
gonna
never
make
know.
fucking one up. You
What is it? Control F to find something?
yeah, if someone has the name, great. If you don't have the name, I'm gonna fucking make the shit up out of this one. What is
I
chat
feel. I mean,
GPT?
there's 2 things on there, right? Termalaine, right? Yeah.
For
The east
Termalaine-
side or the blue clam.
So the Blue Clam and the East Side are both taverns. Or
Okay.
inns. Like the Blue Clam is like a tavern. No, the East Side's the inn. The tavern is the Blue Clam. All right. ChatGPT, give me an answer. There we go. Okay. There's a couple different shops that the party could choose to go to. There is a place known as Groot's General Goods that sells like your everyday necessities like food supplies, tools, and warm clothing. The owner, named Groot, who is not a Spriggan, in fact a human man, would run the shop. There is a place known as the Silver Scale, which is another general store, but this one specializes in like fishing gear and equipment, reflective of Termalaine's reliance on like the water nearby. And then there is a place called Shimmering Treasures, which sells like maybe unique items to Termalaine that maybe travelers have like dropped off. You wouldn't find anything as extensive as like black iron blades there. It seems to be a little bit more like secondhand buy and sell. Just someone sold this or traded it for a different item, and they think they can make a little money off of it. Nothing magical that you would feel.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go to Groot. See if he has a map.
All right. You would walk into the store, everyone kind of departing, and you would see a mid-30s, maybe pushing almost 40, human man, short black hair, manning the store. He seems to be like shining up a couple items, some tools for like climbing like walls of ice and stuff like that, and he would see you enter and set him down. Well, hello there, travelers. Don't recall seeing you here before. You new to town. Welcome to Termalaine's, and more in particular, welcome to Groot's General Goods.
Oh, well, thank you. We have been here before, but we haven't been to your store before. And I was wondering, do you happen to have a map of the Icewind Dales?
How big a map are you looking for? Are you looking for the entirety of the Icewind Dales, or are you looking for more specific regions?
Well, I'm gonna need at least a map of the entire Icewind Dales, and then I guess
10 towns and the
yeah, if
surrounding
you have
area.
maps of the specific region, like most of the 10 towns.
Well, that I can provide. And he would go reach out underneath like his cabinet that he has. You would hear a small latch unhook, and from underneath the counter he pulls out a couple different maps. Well, if you're looking one that embraces the entirety of the Icewind Dales up here in the frozen north, this is going to be the one it's the most accurate one that we have here. Was printed no more than about 10 or so years ago. Nothing's really changed much since then, minus a few ragged encampments maybe moving, but those move all the time, so they're not usually marked anyway. And then he would pull out a different couple of maps that have maybe some of the towns and like ornately decorated like art, but then like some like iconic locations mapped on them. And these couple maps right here, you're looking at the various towns scattered around 10 towns, ranging anywhere down from Dugan's Hole all the way up to Lonelywood, and Carconic and Bremen thrown in there too. Each of them have like maybe 2 or 3 different towns. You'd be looking at probably 3 maps total for the 10 towns maps, just to like have all the towns and their general like highlighted locations on hand. Is that all you need from me? That's making it easy.
I think that's all I need, unless you need anything?
You know anybody who makes high-level scrolls?
Not here in Termalaine, I'm afraid. You'd have to be going a little bit farther south. Places like Brinchander and East Haven generally have someone who can forge items of magic sorts. Scrolls in particular, I know Mishan down at Brinchander has been known to make healing spell scrolls on occasion if she's asked and you're on good terms with her, or in a mighty need and making donations to the church.
I would look at Aethros. I mean, are we on good terms with her? We're on something. We've saved
We're
that
on
town how many
personal
times now?
terms with her. I don't know if we left on good or bad. It switches a lot. It's flexible.
I wonder if she still has that dagger. Ooh.
I mean, I don't think anyone else would have bought it. She wouldn't have sold it to anyone else either.
Maybe
Yeah,
somebody
she's
like
definitely
me.
Yeah. So, I think it's just the maps that we need.
Well, if it's just the maps that you need, it'll run you no more than 2 gold pieces.
All right. Yeah, you drive a hard bargain. 2 gold.
And he would roll up the maps and put them in a scroll case of sorts that
Okay.
carries their length, so that way you'd be able to handle them. Takes the money, gives you the maps. You now once again have maps of 10 towns and the Icewind Dales.
Yeah, and I'm looking, and it looks like it's not an item in the SRD tab, so I'll just create one real quick.
Oh, here, hang on.
I don't forget. Oh?
I can drop it into the ship. It won't be the exact, obviously, because technically I had a large map of the Icewind Dales, but you know.
But still, close enough.
Should be in there.
Alright, yep, I saw it. I grabbed it. Oh, then I gotta delete it from the ship.
Oh, since we're in Termalaine, do you have any health potions? Or are we still gonna have to go to Brenchander for that too?
Well,
If we're still in the shop.
I myself don't carry them here, but
Fuck.
I know that Shimmering
Oh,
Treasures
sorry.
has been known to have the occasional healing potion or two, though they don't make them here. They're usually bartered or traded away from somebody else. They don't keep a big supply. They keep whatever adventurers bring in and don't buy when they're here. So if they have any, or if there's any in town, it's going to be from them.
I'm wondering if we should maybe make a trip back out to the mountain to get the stockpile that you bought and everybody else bought.
Yeah.
We're eventually gonna go to the place she wants to go, but hey, would you rather have us
Yeah.
healed up? Well, she probably doesn't. She's probably gonna fucking kill
Yeah.
us.
Want to
Sorry,
speak, so
we're
you can
just-
kill Caesar. Oh, I want to buy a shovel for digging a hole for no reason at all.
You
Is
gotta
it for what I think it's for, sir?
No, it definitely is not.
We would like your
I-
best shovel, sir.
I just love digging holes that are 6 feet deep for no reason at all.
Well, you gotta dig through the snow somehow, am I right? As he has
Yeah.
no idea what your context of your conversation is. I have a shovel I can sell you. If you're looking for a very nice shovel, it will run you a total of another 3 gold pieces, making it a nice even 5, odd 5, nice round 5 for the total of your investment here today.
That's
shovel.
expensive
Is this like
shovel.
platinum plated or what is this shovel?
You asked for my nicest shovel.
Yeah,
mean-
is it gonna help us dig like an extra 6
Okay,
feet
wait,
in
wait,
a
wait.
few seconds here?
Inside check. Is this actually a nice shovel, or is he just shoveling a load of bull crap?
Absolutely not. It is a standard run-of-the-mill shovel.
I am insulted, sir. All right, this is just a standard shovel. There's nothing special about it.
You know, he probably sold you funky maps too, and he paid 2 gold for that.
You know who we
They're
are?
probably not even accurate.
Yeah. This is...
Who lives in an area for 10 years and doesn't update their maps once?
Well, 10
Alright,
Towns
come
doesn't
on.
exactly grow very much.
Yeah, but you could make
I mean,
it more colorful. You could add a couple more trees or landmarks.
Have you seen
Or
the
like-
Have you seen the Icewind Dales, sir? There is very few
Yes.
trees, and it is not very colorful.
yeah.
We are
Also,
the
the population
motherfucking
of
broken
Bridgetender's like half
butthole.
what it used
We've
to
been
be.
traveling all over this bitch, in
Yeah.
and out of it.
We're
Neat.
the saviors of Brinchander twice over. Okay?
Arguably, us two right here are the reason 10 Towns is still around.
Yeah.
Hear about that dragon that nearly burned it down?
If it wasn't
we
for
beat
us,
that
it'd be
bitch.
1 town. Okay? Not 10 towns.
It wouldn't even be 1 town. It'd be no town.
Oh, there'd be one little shack somewhere, and someone would be like, "Yeah, this is my last town. I win."
This is our last stand.
Yeah. I outlasted the rest of you.
So you don't want my shovel.
I want a shovel, but I'm not paying 3 gold for it.
That's like a bronze or copper piece.
I'll give you a silver piece. What would that be? Persuasion?
Make a persuasion check, yeah.
Can I give him the advantage?
I
Since
will
we're
allow
kinda-
it. I will allow it.
Okay.
You can
Okay, so
roll it again.
Roll it again.
One silver piece seems a little bit low. I tell you what, make it 5 silver pieces, and we'll pretend this entire situation never happened. We'll all be friends again.
Yeah.
You- what?
5 silver pieces, and I'm gonna be digging one more hole.
And I'm gonna be helping. I'll supervise because he's fucking crazy strong. But
Yeah.
I'll keep
Okay,
guard.
so I bought the shovel.
You have a shovel now. A shovel that is
Yeah.
capable of digging 6 feet deep.
Yeah.
Only 6 feet, or can we go like to 7?
No, it's kind of a weak shovel. I mean, he's selling a subpar tool. The handle would break after like 6.5 feet. So
So did you need to buy 2 shovels? Because there's got to at least be 6 feet of snow here first.
oh, I mean, let's be honest. Do you trust him to sell you 2 shovels?
I don't trust that guy at all.
Yeah, look at this
No,
guy.
it might be
Named Groot,
Bailey
after all.
first, then him.
Yeah. What a
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper I have and just start writing like a list. I'm gonna write
Making your death
two
note.
names on it real quick.
Yeah.
No, just 2 names are on it now, and I'm gonna write it in
Mhm.
thieves' can't.
Yeah. Make sure you write down where he actually is, so we don't forget that either. Because I definitely am not going to remember where this guy is.
Well, we're in Groot's
Forget
general
about it.
goods, sir.
Shit, you're still here? Fuck.
Oh, shit!
You
we're
never
fucking
left my
all in
shop.
front of you.
I thought, God damn, I thought we left.
Hold on. I got. Oh.
I think I might want to alert the
No.
guards. Might be
Now,
best if you leave.
we were planning on that anyway,
Yeah, we got our shovel.
and we're leaving the north.
Yeah.
Ha! Have fun with the
Also-
cold.
You know who I am?
Have
I
no
am.
idea.
A sheriff of Brinchander. You better
Are you-
respect my authority.
Are you whipping out the badge right now?
No,
It's a very
actually,
nice.
Wiser.
That's a
Why don't we not show that?
Brinchander Guards badge. It does not
Yep.
have authority here in Termalaine.
Nope, but hey, still. He's at that level in Brinchander.
That's very nice. But again, I reiterate, it does not have authority here in Termalaine. You're welcome to think it, though. I do feel, though, that our time here has drawn to a close. I'm going to have to ask you to please leave my shop.
Yeah. You don't have anything else that's valuable here that's worth our time. Goodbye, peasant. And I walk out.
And I follow.
Hold on, let me make sure I say fucking the name correctly.
I'm gonna look at Aethros. I thought we fucking left the shop before we said all that. What the
Dude,
hell?
I'm
Male-
a mess. Ono's gone. Big Tune's gone.
What the fuck's going on with me? At least I usually have the smarts to say that outside, not inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
Inside thoughts outside. Outside thoughts inside. Fuck.
Yeah.
uh,
And normally you're just like saying that telepathically to people, like you're just invading their minds. It's like,
Fuck!
creepy,
Why didn't
but
I
yeah.
do that?
Yeah, again, the whole
What's going on with me?
Maleg, as you would hear
Who's
the sounds of a
fucking Maleg?
door opening and closing and the tail end of this conversation, you coming around the corner in Termalaine, having recently arrived here no more than a few days ago, still getting your bearings, you would hear the sounds of these individuals talking about something seemingly shady, not having the full context, walking out of Groot's General Goods. I would say you would see the sights of this rather tall, humanoid looking man with a with a flat top, with a very nicely ornately decorated armor with some form of holy story being written on it. You would see the appearance of a bound up, or not bound up, what do you want to call it? You see some characteristics of an elven figure through what appears to be a large set of winter clothing. Not really able to make out their face as they walk out of the shop. You being maybe 10, 15 feet away at most, the party talking, or Aethros and Ebron talking rather loudly. You've recently arrived here. No more than, like I said, no more than a couple days ago. Not so much on the run, but trying to get out of maybe a situation you didn't want to be in.
Hey,
Maleg,
Aethros,
what would you like to
those
do?
guys making fucking fun of us?
Well, I'd like to approach those two.
Okay.
Wow.
You're gonna come up from behind them?
Yep.
And what would you like to do as you get close? You would be able to get as close as you need to. It depends on what you want to do.
I'm pretty distracted right now. I'm not paying attention to anything else around us.
Hey, you know, Aethros, you know what would make you feel better? What if you draw some cards? Or how about the next people we see, we make them draw cards?
No, just remind me of him and make me even more sad.
But it could make you more happy. Because what if something crazy happens?
A tear starts rolling down my cheek.
What if one of the things brings Big Tune back?
He doesn't want to be back. He want to leave.
I'm gonna go up and talk to these guys. See what's going on.
Excuse me? Who are you? And
Jesus fucking... What? Can I help you? You look like a knockoff version of me. Who the hell's that guy with the flat top? It looks like a knockoff version of him. Except taller. What the hell?
As the party turns to face you, Maleg, do you want to describe your character?
I am a I am a 3 foot tall, 40-pound halfling.
Anything particular that you're wearing that makes you distinguishable, or?
Yes, I am. Can I say what group I'm from before or no? Just keep that.
It's entirely up to you, sir. However you want to, whatever you want to say.
All right. 1 second. Right. So, I was gonna tell him. Yeah, sorry, this is my first time actually kind of acting with this,
okay.
so bear with me.
You do your
no
thing,
worries.
A lot harder than I thought, guys. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We are a party that is accepting of all skill levels.
Our first couple of sessions were like this too. So yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Christopher Walken.
Yeah, do a voice. Don't do a voice. That is entirely up to you.
Oh, now you're giving me a liberty. Here we go.
Yeah.
I am what seems to be the commotion here.
Well,
One of our best friends got body snatched. Another one just left us high and dry. A person that we're traveling with, we want to kill, and it's too fucking cold here, and I'm starting to get irritated with it.
And that shop owner just tried to sell us a terrible shovel for an absurd amount of price, and I'm just not having any of it. It's a terrible
I still
thing.
think you overpaid for that map, to be honest.
I still think I'm going to dig an extra grave. Just for
and
him.
I will supervise.
All right, yeah.
No, we could probably use the cannon to blow a giant hole in the ground. Save you some time.
I don't know if we should be talking about this stuff right in front of someone we don't know. Unless, do you like digging holes? Are you okay with murder?
He's closer to the ground.
Yes. I am fond of digging holes.
Well, that's good enough for me. You're not
How would you feel about drawing 2 cards from a deck?
I don't know if we want to start with that, okay? Like, he's not cool yet, all right? You gotta vet him out a little bit.
Well, it depends what kind of cards.
It depends how many you draw.
Yeah, they're special. You'll love them, don't worry.
Might as well just draw some cards while I'm at it.
Oh no!
I mean, the guy wants to draw cards, Aethros.
You hear a voice. Aethros, I want you to make a religion check.
A religion check? Okay, and I think my armor gives me a +2 bonus.
Yes.
Keep got it. Okay. Religion, you said?
Yes.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
+2.
Aethros, as there's this moment of contemplation about should this new person that you're talking to draw cards, you feel a holy light radiating somewhere within the back of your mind. You look up quickly into the sky and you see the I believe it's 7 stars of Saloon light up for but a brief moment, and it makes you second guess whether or not that is a wise idea. You're not, if you were thinking it, you are now unsure.
Ooh, yeah. You know what? You can draw a card, but just not right now. You gotta prove yourself to us. How did that sound? You definitely want to draw these cards. All right, sound good.
Wait, but how is he going to prove himself if he doesn't draw the cards?
I didn't think this one through.
Something about the holes you're gonna dig?
Oh, yes, you can murder someone for us.
Oh! How do you feel about murder?
Wait,
how do you feel about murder? We should probably stop calling it murder. How do you feel about mutt duck?
How do you feel about unaliving people?
Yeah.
I'm very partial.
Ooh. Partial.
In the right lines, of course.
Yeah. No. This guy definitely deserves it. He's a terrible, terrible person.
She?
Oh, yes, she's a terrible person. I forgot who we were. No, I know who we were.
It doesn't matter what gender. If they're terrible, they deserve it.
Oh yeah, they essentially murdered one of our family members. So, it's justice, not murder.
Say no more. If you need the help,
right.
I'm here.
All right, sounds good. Welcome aboard. Or actually, why did you approach?
Well, we gotta see what Arini thinks first. I mean, Spit will probably be like family, but
yeah, Spit. Don't worry, I got a hand on Spit. Okay, he'll do what I said.
we still have to go to Targos, don't we?
No, we don't. We left the sisters already. They're already walking there.
Wow, they just got off in Audi 5000, didn't say bye to us? Huh.
I think so.
Rude.
I mean, it felt like you kind of just ejected them. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
You're not 100% sure. You haven't exactly said your goodbyes yet.
Walked away from the ship.
Maybe we should go to Bridgeshander then at least.
Why Bridgeshander? Let's go to this prison place.
We don't have any potions, dude. We're out. And a lot of us took a lot of damage last time. I'm missing a fucking finger.
Don't go running up to someone that can stab you. Just hide behind me.
I was fucking hiding behind somebody, and that person's no longer in this party.
Well, you were behind the wrong person then.
Well, fucking Miris was drowning, dude. I can't do anything.
That was way before that. Okay, Miris was not drowning at that time.
I mean, Miris was getting messed up, dude. After you guys left us, it only got worse.
Well, yeah. I can see how you need me.
Can we see Nick's character? Is he just standing there awkwardly?
His character has not made its appearance.
Okay. Well, I would still like to go to Bridgeshander get potions, but if you want to just go, we can just go. I mean, if we
I have
go to
some
Bridgehander,
potions in my inventory.
you need what now?
I have potions if you need one.
Oh, see, new guy's got potions. New
How
guy's got it
many?
covered. Enough. He's got more than enough. He'll be fine, Ebrin. Just,
I want to buy stuff that goes boom.
well, we got a cannon that goes boom.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get what's her face to just stand in front of it.
Oh, I mean, what if we turn the cannon around?
That just goes back to my load her up in a room, cannonballs, boom. Plus, if we want to try the sleeping potion route, the House of the Morning Lord probably could make something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Does Saloon give me any guidance on where I should go next? By chance? Like she told me don't give this guy let this guy draw a card, but like
At the very least, in your recent experience here, she has not. But you also haven't tried to, like, use anything divination to try and communicate what her thoughts
that's
would
right.
be.
I could pray to her. I don't know if I've ever prayed to my deity. Oh,
Can I request a roll off with God here?
yeah.
I want to do
Um,
I want to do a roll off with God here, since you're trying to pull the divinity card out and have him not cause chaos, and I'm trying to incite chaos right now. I want to see if we can roll off against each other with that.
You can certainly try, but you're going to be very disappointed.
Well, you gotta show what you roll. What are we
You think
rolling
I have
off
to
here
roll?
against?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll your die.
What am I
I
rolling?
rolled a
Let's
21.
fucking see.
Yeah. Roll a d20.
Am I rolling persuasion? Sleight
Just
of
roll a
hand?
d20.
Just a straight d20.
Just do a d20. Oh, DM got a 21. You lost.
You don't know that.
I win.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's solid DM logic there.
I'll just keep
right.
bolstering.
So
So anyway,
yeah, Brimchander, or do we want to go to the far north or the top of the world, wherever it was?
I also kind of want to just keep going to other places to see how long before she, like, fed up with us.
I suppose she did never tell us the time frame we need to do the stuff. So
Exactly. She let us fucking do one other thing before her thing.
yeah,
We could probably do at least one or two more.
yeah, she's in no hurry. She's old and close to death's door. She'll be fine. We can wait her out.
you do know she has been dropping hints that your unfinished business with Hadrun was kind of what she was expecting to be the interfering moment between actually going off.
That? I do remember that.
You would remember that.
Doing with the -2.
All right. We'll go to Brinchander, load up on potions, and want to see if we can get... Or I want to see if I can buy a scroll or two of something that might come in handy against...
Well, yeah, we just tell her, like, okay, if we're going to this prison to break someone out, right? She tell us we're breaking someone out, or...
Plus, we just lost 3 party members. Well, technically 5. So we might want to try and find more muscle.
Okay, yeah.
No offense to the new guy standing awkwardly here with us, talking
he looks
over him.
super strong, though, so I'm not too worried about him.
I'm not doubting that, but
yeah,
we lost 5 and we gained 1. We might want to still try to find a few more.
Math isn't my strong suit, but that doesn't seem to check out. So yeah, let's go back to Brinchander. I guess start walking back to the ship. Do we see the sisters?
make a perception check as you're walking across town.
Okay, I'm going to give myself guidance.
While you don't directly see them, you as you're walking past, it would be the blue clam. As you kind of park the ship on the north end of the town near one of the main roadways, you could hear the sound of like Matra's laugh. Something you guys have kind of gotten familiar with in the brief periods of time that she was actually happy. Coming from somewhere nearby the blue clam. You can hear her from probably about 20, 30 feet away.
Okay, I want to go try and follow that and track her down.
Okay.
Hey!
As,
We're heading out. Oh. I don't know. You want to go?
You're leaving?
Oh, we're leaving to go to
already?
Brinchander. Yeah, we just had to stop to pick up a map real quick. Now we're going to Brinchander. I'm assuming you guys are coming with us on the ship?
If you're willing to take us there, we'll go. And
Are you
Atina would like and Matra would like cover her mouth, like her cheeks like a rosy color. No.
Insight.
Oh, yeah,
Are
she's-
you drunk?
Hold on. She's gonna try and hide it, so she has to roll a deception check. I doubt she's gonna beat you, but I still gotta try.
Yeah. Gotta hope for that crit fail.
Add a nice plus 10 million to it, and she probably
Yeah.
will.
Uh-huh.
You tried to roll off with God. Give me
Yeah.
some credit here. Oh yeah, no,
You're gonna lose
she's
that.
a fucking she's litty shitty. As
Okay.
like Ziena like helps her stand back up off of her chair, and Atina just looks disappointed. Yeah, if you're all willing to take us to Brinchander, I don't think any of us are going to complain. So
Yeah.
by all
you guys
means,
want to make yourself...
we'll rejoin you.
Okay, yeah. If you want to head on over to the ship, I'm gonna run into the blue clam real quick.
Okay.
And I look at the bartender.
Bartender
How much
looks at you.
alcohol can I get for 9 gold and 9 silver? That's all I got left.
You would recognize Vernon Brigg, the half-orc who runs the Blue Clam that you guys have met a couple of times previously.
Oh yeah.
Ah, Aethros. Well, for you, you don't even. I mean, if you're looking to really spend all your money, you can get quite a bit of liquor for that.
How much for 63 gold, Vernon? I'll buy it, Aethros.
I want to get a keg.
Well, how many kegs can I get for 63 gold, Vernon?
For 63 gold pieces, I can give
Yeah.
I can give you 4 rather large kegs of ale.
That's it? Come on. You can do better than that.
I mean,
Insight.
go for it.
Might be giving us a good deal.
You feel as though it's not so much that he would that he's trying to screw you over. In fact, you feel he's probably not going to take all your money. Rather, he'd be willing to give you what he can part with while also still keeping the patrons that actually come in and pay money for tankards
That's
of
what I
ale
kinda figured.
happy. Yeah. It's more
Yeah.
so this is
Okay.
the extra that he has. You wouldn't have to pay him even the full 63. It'd probably be closer to like 25.
I'm going to slap 30 on the table. Boom. We'll take them. I get it. We want more. We want to party. We're depressed. We're lonely.
These are rather large kegs. You'd be able to party with these.
Aethros, that sounds like a challenge, man. Are you ready for
Yeah,
a challenge
I pick
tonight?
up one with each arm, just like have them over my shoulders. Let's do this.
Forgot how strong you were, boy. As he
Shit.
like
Yeah.
looks over at you, Ebrin. You gonna be able to carry these? And then he
Shit.
looks down.
Um,
I assume Maleg's kind of been like hanging around with like
Yeah.
the group here. He would just look down. I feel like were you here last night? Were you a patron here last night? Otherwise, I'd be honest. You don't look familiar there. Nothing against you. halfling. I just it gets kind of crazy in here sometimes, so I don't always recognize my patrons. But the Broken, I've heard tales of you since you've left here. You're making quite a name for yourself.
Yeah, trouble kind of follows us, and we just fix the trouble, I guess. We end it.
I mean, if you think about it, we're broken right now. We're missing 2 of our patriots.
Yeah, very broken.
And we're hoping these kegs make us whole. Hey, the
Yeah.
broken bottle.
Yeah.
Well, I do.
All right,
aim
you
to
gotta get
please,
one of these
so-
kegs.
But hey, buddy, you think you can grab one and I can grab one?
Who are you referring to as buddy? Since there's
Maleg.
many people. Okay, Maleg.
Our
Maleg.
halfling new guy.
Talking about the kegs again?
Yeah, you think you can grab one?
Yeah, of course.
Fucking confident. All right.
Yeah.
Well, jeez.
I like a
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah. Oh, he picked that up better than you, Ebrin. He's stronger
God.
than you.
Hop. God.
As I'm skipping
Oh
with
my
2 kegs in my arms.
Why don't you just carry all 4?
I mean, I only have 2 arms. Otherwise, I would.
So put those 2 on your shoulder. We'll toss the other one above there, and you'll like pyramid walk it. Balance one on your head, man. That flat
Put
top's
them
got to
both
come in
double
handy
lighted.
somehow.
I mean, I'm not risking messing up this hair. All right.
Okay, I'll give you that at least.
Yeah.
What kind of product do you use?
Magic.
Ooh, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
It works well.
You know, the thing that you really don't have.
Yeah, I didn't really have a choice. I
Well,
kind of woke up and just had my hair like this.
well,
I have been
good
thinking
for
about cutting it though,
you.
but it's awfully warm. So.
Yeah.
Are we fucking there
cool
yet?
off.
This thing is heavy. Jesus.
Yeah.
You would be.
Let's just skip ahead and say we're there.
You've
Unless we can
arrived
run to someone.
at the ship.
Fuck!
Loaded the kegs aboard Maleg. You would see this large ships just sitting in the middle of the snow. 2 large wing/fin looking like items, and a large dome, or not dome, a large cylinder that adorns the top of this vessel where there should be normally sails. Kind of catches you off guard for a moment as everybody seems rather calm and collected walking up to this massive vessel.
What the heck? What kind of ship is this?
It's
one
a
that
living airship.
flies.
It's. Oh, I mean, it doesn't fly right now. I think like kind of just glides along the ground, but it will fly eventually. Once we get out now. Yeah,
What?
don't worry. It's just alive. Yeah.
My next question is, why is it alive?
That's an
I-
answer we don't really have.
Yeah, I just take some things as they are. I don't question everything. It's alive. It's tough enough.
Quite the curiosity.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Irini, we bought alcohol.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
yeah!
go straight to Matra and just drop down both the kegs in front of her. He's like, here you go.
Matra, like a little giddy, looks at you, Athros, and like tries to go in for like a hug.
I give her a hug, and then I cast Lesser Restoration to help sober her up so she can drink more.
She goes in for the hug, and you just like give her a light tap on the back and utter your incantation for lesser restoration, and you see that like while her face is like starting to lose its like flush color, she looks at you. My buzz is gone.
Time to get it back.
I didn't know. I I'm gonna have to get that back. And she just like
Yeah.
lets go and just like begins trying to open up one of the kegs to get to begin drinking. And you like look at her and she's like, I got something from the Blue Clam, and she like pulls out from like in her pack like tankards that she just like took from the clam. And she just like literally like takes the tankard and like pours it like into the keg, like dips it into the keg, and then pulls out like a full thing, and she like begins to try handing them out to everyone. It's time to party. I can't wait.
Yep.
And she just goes in, and like you see like Atina and Sienna just look very disappointed.
I mean,
you're not gonna join your little sister?
I not this particular time. But I appreciate the thought as like Sienna like just lets out a sigh, and Atina walks up to the front of the ship. So then, we're setting off.
Yeah. You in
Okay.
a hurry?
I myself am not quite, well, in a hurry, yes. Within a few days, I'll need to be in Targos, but I know we'll be at Brinchander within but a few hours. It's not so much me that puts me in a hurry. Destiny seems to have a way of bringing in even some of the most unlikely folk.
That's not ominous at all. Care to explain?
No, I don't think I will.
All right.
it's not
I
like we
grab
saved you,
another cup of ale and down it, and then I go to the helm to start driving this airship.
Maleg, you begin to witness the overall makeup of the party. You would see at this point, like, Miris, a tiefling, come out from the inner chambers, yawning after having an extended nap. You would see Irini, though some names maybe not quite fully known to the group, or to you yet, not full introductions haven't quite been done. A satyr who just dips a keg in and just pounds it back.
Spin, we got more booze!
You would begin hearing this furious tapping as like he begins running up to wherever the party is. You would see a goblin. You feel as though he has the mentality of a boy, but the makeup of a goblin man. As you meet the snow elf sisters, they would begin to introduce themselves slowly, one by one. Matra with a little more slur to her voice. As Aetros, you take yourself to the helm and begin guiding the ship forward. The party now moving toward Brinchander. And as you do so, as the time begins to pass, minutes turning into hours, at the very edge of your vision as the ship is coasting along the snow, you following the path of the Mare Dualden, down towards the Brinchander Targos area. In the middle of the snow, about 3/4 of a mile out, you being able to see out that far through the vision granted by the ship, you see a lone traveler, a large sword seemingly on their back, trekking their way through waist-deep snow, a path carved behind them that seems to fill out no more than maybe a half a mile back, as the snow at this point begins to start picking up another winter storm on the horizon. This figure alone in the wilderness turns their faces a couple different directions, and then continues trudging forward. And as we reach that point, I think that's where we're going to end it for today.
All right.
The next warrior upon the horizon, not quite at the party just yet.
Yeah, Aetros definitely in his slightly buzzed mind thinking, I could hit him and no one would know. Never find him.
Oh no.
Just run him over.
We could fire the cannon at him.
Where you practice? New guy. He's got to learn how to fire the cannon.
Exactly.
Yeah.